So we're now going to perform a hill start, and this is helping people to understand what the clutch is for and the use of the clutch and how we use it. So what we do is put the clutch in first gear, about 1500 revs approximately. Try not to look at the clocks if you can, just try and understand which is not enough, if you can hear that. What's too much? What you need to try and understand is just about right. Just a nice dulcet tone on the engine, okay? We come up to the biting point. Can you see the car moving there? Can you see the camera moving? If you look at the cars across the way, can you see the way the car's lurching? So that's a little bit too high. So what we need to do is a little bit of gas and listen to the engine. There, did you hear the engine change then? Now you raise the clutch a little bit more, only a small amount, till you get that lurch, yeah? And then you go through all your procedures for moving off from the side of the road. Now as you can see, the car now, when I release the handbrake, isn't moving forward and isn't moving backwards. That's the biting point. We hold the car there for a couple of seconds, then we apply more gas, and we slowly raise the clutch a little bit more. And as you can hear the engine tone change, continue to raise the clutch slowly and apply more gas. And that would be us performing a hill start while moving off from the side of the road. So that's an uphill start, which I'll demonstrate again shortly for you, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to perform a downhill start, which again is slightly different and a different procedure. So let's get into the side of the road first, using the reference points in the previous video. Clutch in, little bit of a turn away, and we get into the side of the road. So this is now a downhill start. It's slightly different, and this is the procedure. Clutch in, first gear, foot brake, drop the handbrake. We're ready to go. We go through all our checks and the indicator, turn the wheel, come off the foot brake, and as the car starts to move, and you straighten the wheel, raise the clutch so that now the momentum that you built going downhill helps the car to move. So there's no gas before bite or any of that, because the car's starting to move. And then you apply some gas and then go through the gears, providing it's safe to do so. And obviously in this occasion, as you can see, we're moving away from parked vehicles. And that would be a downhill start. So I'll demonstrate both of those with you again quickly. And hopefully by watching these videos, it's going to help you to understand what to do and when to do it. So while we're in the car, we're going to continue practicing so you get a feel for where the biting point is and the difference. Now the biting point when you're moving off on the flat compared to where you're moving off on the hill is slightly different. Because when you're on the hill, what you've effectively got to do is raise the clutch a little bit higher than when you do on the flat. It's like that tug of war that I spoke about earlier. You just start to put a little bit more strain on the rope, or effectively what you're doing is pressing your hands together just that little bit more to get that bite, because it's going to be a little bit higher, and that's why you need a little bit more gas. So this is us moving off from the side of the road on an uphill trajectory. Clutch in, first gear, about 1500, a little bit higher. There's the bite, a little bit higher again, so we get a little bit of a lurch. Go through the rest of all of our procedure, holding it, a little bit more gas, raise the clutch slowly, and as the engine tone changes, continue to finish raising the clutch. And that's a hill start going up a hill. We're going to perform a downhill start again for you, so again you can go through that procedure. Just going to pull into here now quickly on the left hand side and perform a downhill procedure. So here we go again, clutch in, first gear, foot brake, release the handbrake, go through the moving off from the side of the road procedure, off the foot brake. As the steering wheel comes back round and the car starts to move, raising your foot off the clutch, you meet the momentum, apply some accelerator, and then you go through the rest of it, changing gears, etc, etc. And that's a downhill start. and an uphill start. And we'll continue to practice that in car, everybody, for those of you that are at that stage. And for those of you who are still struggling to understand that are a little bit further along, please ask away and I'll help you whatever stage of your driving you're at. Thank you.